Okay, I think we're live. I think we're live. I think we are. Hopefully we are. All right, let's just check. We are. I believe we are live. So here we go. Aiden, how are you doing? You've been waiting 27 hours. Dude, that's some commitment. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And Smar, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I hope you're both doing well, having a good day. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. We're going to be playing this team. It's strange streaming on YouTube. It is very strange. Hopefully the levels and everything are okay. I'm using Streamlabs tonight. I'm more used to just OBS, so Streamlabs is new. But if anything's off, just let me know and I can tweak things as we go. But yeah, tonight the team that we'll be featuring is this one. I think I've got one more match to go till we get to Master Ball tier, so we can see how far we can push this one tonight. It'll be a good start anyway. But as I say, I'm normally used to streaming on Twitch, so this is a brand new experience for me, so it's gonna be fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy the stream tonight. So I guess without further ado, let's just jump into it. You say tonight, but it's noon for you, dude. Yeah, it's pitch black here. It's like what, 8 p.m. my time? So yeah, I wish it was noon, dude, but although I don't, because then I'd still be at work, so that would kind of be a little bit sucky. Karen, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I hope you're good, had a good day. Cameron, how are you doing, my friend? Thanks for hopping in and joining tonight. We need one more game to get to Master Ball tier, so hopefully we can get out of the void with this one with a good kickoff tonight. So I'll try and explain the team as we go through the stream tonight. It's something I've been playing around with. I actually played around with this in Series 6. And there was a Bravery over the Thundurus. And this is what I used to qualify for Players Cup 2. But with the Bravery, actually there was a Rillaboom and a Marowak there as well. But we'll get into that in a minute. Johnny, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. No Twitch, Simucast. Nah, no, I'm not doing the Sim stuff as well. Jonathan, how are you doing, mate? I'm doing well, dude. 3 p.m. here, stuck at work. Oh, dude, I know that feeling. Anyway, I need to pick some Pokemon because we've got Gabriel up first playing Amoonguss, Urshifu, Rotom Heat, Metagross, Gastrodon, and Tornadus. So, instant tailwind from the Prankster Tornadus. That's going to be a little bit awkward. I think we go Grimmsnarl though. Grimmsnarl P2 is not bad. We just have to be a little bit cautious. Actually, if we go, let's make a decision what we need. I think we need Urshifu in this match for sure. I like P2 here. I think, do we go Torkoal? Torkoal Venu seems decent as a kind of back. It's just if we bring the Venu, we're kind of weak against the Rotom Heat, and we need a way to deal with it. And this team kind of struggles against Rotom Heat, as you can probably tell. So we need to kind of rely on Urshifu for that a lot of the time. It's definitely something in testing that I've kind of noticed. When I originally built the team in Series 5, Rotom Heat was like nowhere to be seen, but obviously now it's a good anti-meta Pokemon. So yeah, Venu Call, someone get that paste. I've got the paste. I got the paste. I'm prepared, Cam. I'm prepared tonight. Here is the paste. If anyone wants it, here we go. There we go. So there is the paste, friends, and you can share that and have that. So okay, Amoonguss and Rotom. Now we've got a couple of options here, so we could go for Max Lightning. It's not the most effective, but it means that Spore's not an issue anymore. Or we could switch into, yeah, I think we have to go for that. We could go for the light screen. I just don't like. We could go Burn and Jealousy, Max Hailstorm. That's the other option what we've got here as well. And we got the attack boost, so we're not going to be probably knocking out the Amoonguss, but maybe a double up probably gets it. We then have to worry about potentially that Rotom getting a nasty plot off, which wouldn't be great. Right, what are we doing? Ruggiero, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Quinn, how are you? Everyone coming into the stream, how are you doing? I hope you're well. And I have put the paste. If anyone wants the paste again, just let me know. Cameron, I'm leaving your tournament. The players are very dirty and have little skill. He's always switching Venusaur Torkoal. You cannot leave. You cannot leave, Cam. You're not allowed to. Definitely not. The copy and paste. It's done, Johnny. We've got it. Right. El, how you doing, mate? From Argentina, dude. All the way from Argentina. Dude, it's still, you know, it's one of those places. It's on the list of places to go. This is really bad because, like, you kind of in this situation don't want to kind of go for the max lightning, but it may have been the better call really in hindsight, because now we're in an awful position, especially with the nasty plot boost from the Rotom, and now Grimmsnarl in a tough spot because it can get spoiled the next turn. And without the Venusaur here, which would be difficult to bring anyway, it would be pretty tough to go for. We'll go for another one into the Amoonguss, see if we can just stall out a turn of sleep. But it gives me a chance to catch up with the chat. So the first one, as anyone that's come over from Twitch will know, the first game is normally just a little warm-up. I get to have a chat with you guys before we get a little bit serious. Although I would have liked to have taken this game a bit more seriously. But I get flustered. Can't multitask. But never mind. Right, what we got? Big P2. Adrian, honestly, like, P2's probably on this team the Pokemon I max more than anything, I think. It's just so good. But, like, as I say, Rotom Heat is definitely a big issue for this team, and it's definitely something I think we could probably patch, because relying on Urshifu like we do quite heavily, it's not really the most ideal way of having a method to deal with it, for sure. Nom Nom, how are you doing? I hope you're well. And Johnny, of course I'm playing Burn Jet. It's so good against, like, when you lead like Thundurus Grimmsnarl, it's super good because they generally, your opponent, if they are maxing, they will always tend to go for the airstream, so you can really catch them out with that sort of play there. And like against Landorus and stuff like that, it's quite nice because you can kind of bait them in. Obviously you wouldn't have Thundurus there because they just go for the Rockfall in that situation, but sometimes they do, you never know. Okay, well, we get the light screen up. Kind of helps us a little bit. Why are you going to chase down? Because I think you probably switch out the Amoonguss here. And maybe bring in something like Metagross. Maybe. Or maybe... Metagross seems like the best Pokemon to come in for like an Ice Beam, for sure. But we're kind of relying on the one-turn wake-up, which is the big issue, obviously, here. I am going to go for the Max Lightning because we want the electric terrain up on the field. Okay. Well, this is fine. Like, as long as we hit a Burning Jealousy here. I mean, even if we don't, it's still kind of alright. We just need to wake up. Okay, there's a Max Flare into Grimmsnarl going down. I'm not too worried at this point. We're still alright as long as P2 wakes up the next turn. The issue is bringing in like something like Urshifu here would be not ideal, because the problem is the Rage Powder is still active on the field, so we need to remove the Amoonguss as soon as possible, and then like have enough left in the tank to kind of deal with. Yeah, the problem here is we need to protect. And we need to try and wake up and Trick Room, really. That's the only way out of this for us right now. But then it means Urshifu's got a bit of a bad match later in this game. Xavier, how are you doing? I hope you're well. What happened to Twitch? So we're trying YouTube, dude, just for a little while. We're going to see how YouTube goes streaming-wise. It makes sense. Like, the majority of my audience is over here. And it's always been something that I've wanted to try out for a while. So it's kind of nice to jump in and try it out. Okay, well, we do get the Trick Room up, which is good. And the Electric Terrain is up, so we're not prone to going to sleep now. And we've got access to Eruption, so we can just start firing those off. And P2 not in the worst spot, although not in the greatest spot. The idea here might be to reverse the Trick Room again, in the idea that we actually lose Torkoal. And if we can just take down the Amoonguss here, that'll be super helpful. Okay, so Amoonguss going to switch out. Tornado's coming in. So Tornado should... Okay. Okay. Now the Trick Room kind of backfiring on us a little bit, as I wasn't expecting the Tornadoes to come in. This is going from bad to worse, guys. It's a good start to the stream. Kieran, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. Okay. Well, I think we got Burner Jealousy, regardless, because I think the Torkoal, the Tornadus has to set up, the Tailwind. Oh, it's gone Air Slash. Okay. Oh, I'm just getting it goes from bad to worse. Osirus here is the MVP. Kieran, use Comfy. I do like Comfy. I do like Comfy a lot. We're relying here so heavily on my opponent, you know, on the light screen, saving our bacon here, because otherwise, like, I don't even think a Sucker Punch probably does get. A Sucker Punch probably gets the Rotom. And an Ice Beam probably gets the Tornado. Well, it'll definitely get the Tornadus. The problem is, okay, they're allowing us to do this. I can't believe they've just let us do that. Okay, well, the problem is now we've still got the Amoonguss and an additional Pokemon to worry about. So I don't think we can win this one. The face cam looks grainy, Johnny. Can Streamlabs stream to YouTube, or do you have to use OBS? So I'm using Streamlabs cam. Is my camera not so great? Because if it's not, it might be the green screen. I had so much trouble with the green screen. Yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst. I think what we'll do is we'll just forfeit this one, because there is no coming back from this. In this position, locked into Sucker Punch, we can't do anything, and Urshifu's just gonna destroy P2, and we're just gonna get put to sleep. So they spore us, we Sucker Punch, do nothing. Urshifu just nukes P2, and then we go from there. Okay, well, we're stuck in this horrible tier 10. We'll get out of it. We'll get out of it. We need 2 wins. We need 2 wins on the bounce. So that's all we need. Wow, the record's gone so bad. So bad. I was 5-0 last night playing, and then it all went wrong. And then I was like, it's too late. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I got to get up at like in 4 hours. So I was like, I need to just go to bed. Okay, so we got Marcus up next, playing a team of Tapu Fini, Glastrier, Dusclops, Haxorus, Hatterene, and Silvally. Some odd picks on here, because you generally don't see things like Haxorus or Silvally. I would imagine the Silvally is like definitely probably a boom variant with the Dusclops. Like, you lead Dusclops, that you go Explosion, you set the Trick Room, get Glastrier onto the field, and then just start demolishing stuff. So I think Grimmsnarl Reflect here is going to be a really useful thing for us to take advantage of. We could lead something like Torkoal as a lead. It kind of puts my opponent off bringing in something like... I mean, the other option is we go... Yeah, I think Torkoal, because it's... If we lead Urshifu P2, we're not going to protect there. We take a bunch of damage we don't generally need to. What else are we going to need? I think we go Venusaur on this one and P2, because then we've got a way to reverse the Trick Room as well if we get into a bad spot. Looks better on Twitch, to be honest. The general quality is good, but the face cam looks off, Johnny. Face cam looks off. I reckon the problem I had with OBS is the green screen settings, because I have to have the green screen up tonight because Tash is working in here as well. So I have to have the green screen up, and the green screen settings on Streamlabs are way wacky compared to like Stream Elements OBS that I normally use, which is really clean and you can get it, like, tweak it perfectly. But it seemed real off when I was doing it in Streamlabs, so it might be... I'll keep tweaking it. I'll see if we can get it right. And we do see that lead from my opponent, so we are just going to protect. We want to avoid any sort of explosion from the Silvally. And we'll just get a Reflect up while we've got the opportunity to. So I'm hoping the Silvally does go boom. But I kind of feel like does my opponent actually set the Trick Room up? Because it doesn't really favor them to set it up right now. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Bebum, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us tonight, dude. Thanks all of you guys for joining the stream tonight. It's really great to have you here. Wow. Oh my god, that does so much damage behind a Reflect as well. That's nuts. And just a Nightshade. Getting rid of Grimmsnarl. So this is actually not too bad because it does give us the opportunity now to get Venusaur onto the field. And our Reflect up, we don't get a light screen, which isn't amazing, but we do have access to Sleep Powder. We do have access to a bunch of stuff that we can yeah, I think because one of the things we could potentially do, like we could put, if the Glastrier does come in, we can put it to sleep, but it's going to be Tapu Fini, so that's like even better for us, to be honest. That's like ideal. That's like ideal. Okay. Look, bruh, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Christian, how are you? Finally, I get a live stream. Like your content, like, thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does. I hope you enjoy the stream as well. The Misty Terrain complicates things here, but I think it's good just to start getting residual damage onto the field as soon as we can. And we'll just go Eruption, and we'll go for the G-Max Vine Lash into Tapu Lele. We may see Tapu Fini. We may see an ally switch here from the Dusclops. It wouldn't surprise me. And Bebum, where are all my Twitch gift subs and emotes? I'm pleased there's a few of you that normally come over to the Twitch streams that have come over here tonight. It's really nice to have that transition. The one thing I would say about Twitch is I'm not giving up on Twitch completely, because I am aware that we've got like all those stream points saved up and we've got all those like stuff going on. So we will be back over on Twitch. That's the one thing that I would say. If we didn't have that element of it, I don't want to let you guys down because you've been there for so long saving those points up. So we'll make sure they get used, and then if I make a decision to come like more on YouTube, then you know we'll do that. But I want like the guys from Twitch to make sure that you're not going to lose those points, and they will get used. We'll make sure of it. We'll get that karaoke done for sure. I promise. Okay, so we're going to see the guys at it's going to set the rain for us, but we're kind of still in not too bad a position. We need to keep Torkoal. Like that's the aim of this. If we lose Torkoal here to a Nightshade, not going to be ideal, but Trick Room is fine. It's fine. We prefer that because now we can get P2 onto the field in place of Torkoal, and we can go just for another Vine Lash, to be honest. So we could go for a Max Use to get some special attack boost. I think that might be better, and then get like at least P2 on to +2. Wait there, what am I doing? I'm not switching Venusaur out. That would be like the worst thing. That would be a disaster. Okay, we need to get P2 out for Torkoal so we can get the sun back later. Yeah, that would be good. Pedro, how you doing? All the work you do is amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Karen, hey Osiris, can you check my brother's rental he gave you? He sent in Discord, his name is Rix12. So be sure to check it out when you can. I will definitely check that out, Karen, for sure. You leave that with me. I'll make sure I do check that out when I definitely get the opportunity to. It might not be tonight. I've got a bit more time on Friday, so I will definitely make sure that I hop in and we'll check that out on Friday, and I'll definitely take a look at it for him for sure. Look, bro, do you remember in the Double Genie vid you called Tornadus Thunder? Yeah, I'm so bad. All the time. It's all the time, honestly. All the time. There's all these little, you'll notice, the more streams you do on YouTube, you'll notice, you'll pick up on these little mistakes where I'm just like in semi-autopilot thinking about another Pokemon, calling that other Pokemon this Pokemon. It just gets a mess. But please you noticed. Please someone noticed. I need the correcting. Bebum, alright, you still have like 500,000 points on Twitch. Is this Cameron? Cam needs to get rid of those. Alright, we can... What's our P2 sitting on at the minute? Are we +2? Nice. Okay, we can get rid of... we could go to +3 actually, if we want to get greedy, because I think the Glastrier is in the back for sure. The other option is just get some big damage onto the Dusclops here, and kind of cover an ally switch as well, and just go for a Thunderbolt into the Fini slot. So No, I'll switch. My opponent like playing that, so that's alright then. And this is a good name. How are you doing? Trying out YouTube streaming, I see. Yeah, dude, yeah. It's a little different. And I gotta say, coming into the stream tonight, I was super nervous. I'm not normally that nervous. Like, I'm like super comfortable coming into a stream with you guys, and it's all good. It's all good. You know, over on Twitch, we've done it for so long. Coming into YouTube tonight, I was like, oh man, I like been thinking about it all day. I'm like really nervous about coming into it. Hopefully it works all right. Is it going to be different? But it's like, it's no different. It is literally no different. The software is a little bit different. The luck's a bit different. I have no idea about any of these things like super chat or anything like that. So that would be the one thing. And I don't know how alerts and things work on here. I've got alerts set up, but I have no idea in general. Okay, let's try and get rid of this Glastria. We are +1, so we can just go for the Leaf Storm, and I think just and we're not on Trick Room anymore, because I think the Dusclops reset the Trick. Yeah, they reset the Trick Room. Okay, I think we got this one, and we got Torkoal in the back, so we're kind of fine. We still got Light Screen Reflect up, and this combination should be enough to get rid of the Ice Horse, which is normally a big pain in the butt. And look, bro, P2 is amazing. P2 is so good, man. Like, it's so good. And when you, like, I generally, like, just love it with Grimmsnarl screens. I mean, you could play it with Regieleki, but I feel like Grimmsnarl gives you, like, a little bit of an edge over Regieleki sometimes, where you've got the option to really do a lot of work against things like Urshifu that are quite popular at the minute. And, you know, covering for Urshifu is like so important. So to have like that support and have that kind of Urshifu check wrapped up into one, it's quite a nice option. Obviously, it does kind of conflict with not using Incineroar, which is another Pokemon I really like. But yeah, I mean, P2 is just incredible. I do really love it. Okay, one more win, and then we're in Master Ball, and we're out of this horrible place of Ultra Ball tier, and then we'll start pushing up the ladder, and we'll warm up into the stream. The matches will get better as we go on. We got Joe up next, so let's see. Urshifu, Heatran, Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, Landorus, Therian, and Zapdos. Okay, what do we got going on here? It's quite a similar build to what ours is, except they've not got the sun. They've got kind of like a Heatran mode there. The first thing to really identify is this team will get obliterated if we can get like P2 Torkoal out in the field in the Trick Room. And they got, like, it doesn't really feel like they've got many ways to kind of stop the Trick Room from ourselves. I feel like the best way to stop it is going to be like obviously Fake Out support, but that gets you like one turn, and maybe Urshifu. We could potentially like Thundurus here might be quite a nice option for us to go with. The only issue is, like, Thundurus up against Zapdos. I don't really like that too much. We could go Grimmsnarl. I think Grimmsnarl Thundurus isn't a bad lead. And then we go P2 Torkoal in the back. Yeah, because like Torkoal with Earth Power just destroys Heatran. So we're kind of fine that way. Flippo, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Anyone that's actually in the stream tonight and I haven't said hello to, just because of the games going on, trying to concentrate a little bit because I want to try and do good. Just welcome. Hi, thanks so much for coming into the stream, and I hope you enjoy it. Heatran picking up popularity nom nom. Yeah. And I'm not surprised. It's like, I think we've been saying like in previous streams, you know, like there's like a lot of the new toy syndrome with a lot of the new Pokemon that we've got introduced in the Crown Tundra. And I guess the next few weeks, and we've seen in past tournaments like of the previous weekend and things like that, the format's kind of starting to settle down, and like some of these really powerful Pokemon that maybe weren't looked down and used like as much at the start of the format are kind of starting to see a bit more usage now, and Heatran's a really good example of that. It's such a good Pokemon, something I haven't really played around with, and it's quite a surprise because it's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon for sure. Okay, what do we got? We got Grimmsnarl and we got Rillaboom. Okay, well, we can remove the Rillaboom from the field. We get a Reflect up. We'll go Max Fly. I just feel like the Rillaboom probably switches out here. That's the only thing. But it's not. And that to me seems nuts, because unless it's got a Cobra Berry, it's just going down. Unless they want to stop the Grimmsnarl for a turn, but I don't really feel like that plays super optimal. But I don't know. Zavi, a Grimmsnarl has full incense and Trick Room, bro. Let's hope not. Right, here we go. Rillaboom gone. Yeah, okay. And Nom Nom, do you play or spend any time on Pokemon Shield? If you mean just playing in game, so I do play a lot in game. What was that they used? Did they just use Spirit Break on us? Are they nuts? Okay, well, we'll take that Defiant boost for free. That +2, we'll take that. Yeah, I do play a lot in game. I actually, because I build all my teams for the content in game, so I spend a lot of time in game. Man, this is pretty brutal for my opponent right now. I'm not really worried about. We'll go Max Knuckle into the Heatran. Yeah, so it takes me a long time. Like, I try and do teams in like 2-week cycles, so there'll be like every other Sunday or Saturday. Well, it's mostly on Sundays. I'll pretty much spend most of the day doing like Dynamax raids to get like Dynamite candy, like Dynamax candies, Dynamite ores, Armorite ores, just so I've got a really quick way to get the Pokemon, level them up after I've bred them and things like that, and then we can just smash the teams out. But that takes a long time, so it's a lot of raids and a lot of like adventure raids and stuff like that. So yeah, I spend a lot of time in game. And generally I love Sword and Shield, so I don't really mind it too much. It does get a bit of a drag sometimes. And there's always the question, do I just, you know, I'm not going to name names, but there are content creators out there that will just gen their Pokemon for content. But, you know, I don't mind that too much. Is this guy nuts or what? What is he doing? We're +4. The Heatran's gone. I don't think my opponent understands what Defiant does. Coltrane, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Damien, how are you? I hope you're well. How do I join the battle? So we're not doing viewer battles tonight, Damien. We're just laddering up to see how high we can get this team. We're about to go on to Master Ball tier, I believe. So, Google might. Oh, I have to. Is this for the pronunciation? Colton. Is that how we're saying it, dude? I'll Google it. I'll make sure we get it right. Don't worry. Okay, Zappy coming in. I mean, at this point, it's kind of done. We'll Spirit Break the Zapdos. We'll go for a Lightning into that, and then there's just a Grimmsnarl to deal with, and all the Grimmsnarl's doing is boosting Thundurus. So I mean, we'll just allow it to do that a little bit more if we want. And the thing is, as well, we've got to keep in mind that our special defense is -2 at the minute. We do have the light screen support, but at the same time, like, Thundurus is still going to be a little bit vulnerable to some of those big life orb attacks from Zapdos, which you've got to expect. But we're just going to see the battle cancel. It's a bit unfortunate. You know what? My opponent's probably quite new to the format. They probably don't realize what Defiant is, and it's a tough lesson when you learn about some of these new abilities that these Pokemon have, and then it kind of bites you. But it's all a learning lesson, so we can't really take anything away from my opponent. But very good game. And with that, friends, we should hop into Master Ball, I believe. Colton the Troll, he's there. Should we Google? Oh, we got one more battle. Jeff, how are you doing? When are you uploading the teams I asked for? It's not urgent, by the way. So, Jeff, I have, I think, a Gengar team going up tomorrow. And then we have the rest of the teams that we had suggested going up over the weekend. So that'll be, and the latest will be like Tuesday next week with those teams. Right. Colton. Right, there we go. Joel, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Player 101, I hope you're doing good. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I think Colton's gone. Oh, Colton. I don't know, he might be still around. He might be here. Love the YouTube content. Joel, thank you so much, and thanks for hopping in and joining the stream. I hope you enjoy the stream tonight with us. Nero up next. Swampert, Metagross, Galarian, Moltres, Cresselia, Salamence, and Thundurus. Okay, we'll get into the team in a minute. Rix, how are you doing? And Adrian, always happens when you forget abilities. It always does, yeah, that's the thing. And Bevam, this Colton guy needed to be shut up. I need to do mods. This is the one thing that I've not done. I've not got any mods here, so things could... I shouldn't admit this on the stream because things could get totally out of hand tonight, but it would be quite hilarious if they do. All right, what are we doing here? What have we got going on? We got Trick Room mod with the Cresselia, with the Metagross. I don't really know what the Swampert's doing. Salamence, Thundurus make it difficult to bring Venusaur for sure, as well as the Moltres. I feel like Thundurus is like generally a good pick as a lead here. Obviously, it's not going to do great against the Swampert, so that is the one thing that we don't have a great answer to. The Metagross is a huge issue, but we can lead Urshifu to kind of help cover that, I guess. And then maybe... Like, Torkoal's good. But maybe we don't need Trick Room. Maybe we just rely on... Like, if they want to go Trick Room with the Cresselia, then we've got a good Trick Room counter, and then we bring Venusaur as well. I think just to kind of help cover that Swampert, because it is a bit of an issue. It definitely sticks out like a bit of a thorn if we don't... Bebum, I will happily mod you, Johnny and Will, for sure. My Twitch mods. I don't know if I can do that now. We'll have a look after this match. And then we'll see if we can do it. And then we've got... then we're safe, right? Then we're safe. Or are we? How safe are we with Johnny and Bebum modding? Okay. Swampert and Moltres. Well, I mean... We've got pretty decent ways to deal with... the Moltres is gonna... I mean, we can double the Moltres. I'm kind of tempted to double the Moltres here. Max Lightning, because they've literally got no Lightning Rod support, so that would be a little bit dangerous for them. The other option here is yeah, I think because you got to worry about proc and weakness policy, and I think we got close combat into it. It is neutral because of the dark typing, so I think we'll do a decent chunk of damage to it, and we are jolly with Urshifu. Sure, we'll definitely outspeed. I'm not really too worried about the Swampert. I maybe should be, but I'm not like super concerned about it. I don't feel like it's going to knock anything out, and it's always interesting to see Swampert. It's like I love it as a Pokemon, but competitively it's just not really that great. Although oh man, you haven't even... Okay, I was expecting it to max, that's why I doubled into it. I would have went for Wicked Blow otherwise. Okay. And Player 101, make me a mod. I've been a mod on lots of Pokemon streams on other accounts. Dude, thank you so much for the offer as well. Nigel, how are you doing? Lee, you're streaming on YouTube now. Dude, we talked about this in Twitch. I said I was going to try a YouTube stream, so here we are. We're trying it. What does this Swampert do? Okay, well, we lose Urshifu. But I mean, we've done enough damage to the Swampert anyway. We kind of got a really good... yeah, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. But Nigel, I hope you've been doing good, mate. And I hope those consecutive days working have been kind to you, my friend. Okay, Metagross coming in. The electric terrain being up on the field isn't ideal. But we could double the Metagross. They're going to max it, though, for sure. That's the issue. Okay. Well, we do have the Sasha and Venusaur. So if we go after... What are they going to bring in? Are they going to bring in the Cresselia here? Like, that might be a good endgame. If the Swampert switches out to Cresselia, that might be alright. I think we've got to just chase down the Metagross, though. Let's go for... Do we want to go for a Leaf Storm? I don't really want to. I'm going to go for an Earth Power here because if the Crest comes in, then the Crest comes in. But if not, at least we need to get rid of the Swampert like as soon as possible. We'll probably... Well, we're going to take a bunch of damage from the Metagross off an Ice Punch here, which we should take. If they go into Venusaur, that's going to make... I mean, it means Thundurus has got a turn to attack the Metagross, which is always useful. But when we're doing damage like that, it's not so good. Okay, so we'll get rid of the Swampert. We got the Sash on Venusaur. The only issue is with the Hailstorm that'll get set up, it breaks our Sash, which is a little bit of a drawback here. Huh. Okay, they go Steel Spike. Okay. Get that defense boost, which makes sense. Which makes complete sense. Alright, well, let's see what they go for. Let's see. And Johnny, remember the shiny Skull Bunny you traded me? The one with Blaze. Now it's a horrible shiny Librera Cinderace. I hate that mon so much, but it's too good. Cinderace is amazing. It's like something I haven't used enough this year. Oh, this is tricky because I might have to go Airstream and Sleep Powder. Or we could go... I need to go Airstream. Whatever we do. I need to go Airstream. I need to outspeed the Salamence. I need to double into it. And I need to hope that an Airstream and a Sludge Bomb is enough to get the Salamence. Because otherwise, we are going to see a... We're going to see a Bulldoze weakness policy. The other option is obviously going for... Okay, that's fine, but it's kind of annoying that we went for the Sludge Bomb there. We had to double into it. Like, we couldn't not double into it there. I didn't expect the Airstream to actually take down the Salamence. Okay, I'm underestimating Thundurus. There we go, Sludge Bomb and like a true VGC champ. Okay, Mindstorm. Okay, we'll take that. We will take that all day long because now we've got access to Sleep Powder. We can put this Metagross to sleep and then close this matchup. Okay, so that gets us out of jail a little bit. Why does everyone love Charizard? It's so generic. Yeah, it's like the trading card game though, isn't it, man? It's like the trading card game. It's the iconic Pokemon. It's what everyone like clings onto. I've got to admit, I love Charizard as a Pokemon. I really do love it. I'm not the biggest fan of it competitively, like personally, playing it myself. Like, I honestly don't really enjoy playing it too much. I think it's very linear as a Pokemon. It does a lot of damage. It's very straightforward what you do with it. But it's not kind of how I like to play, which I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I love it as a Pokemon. Its design aesthetically, it's great, but yeah, I'm just not huge fan of it competitively. Okay, well, we wrap this one up. So very good game to my opponent. I think we get a bit out of jail with some of the move selections there from the Metagross, but you take it. I like Blastoise and Charizard equally. Yeah, you know what, like Venusaur's probably my favorite out of all the starters, and it'll stem back to when I was like knee high playing Pokemon Red for the very first time, and I picked Bulbasaur as my first Pokemon, and I've always loved. There we go, max rank. Please you here to witness it with me. How high can we get? And 20 BP, which is always useful for those teams that we build. Yeah, but Venusaur's like always been a favorite of mine. Like I just generally love it as just a Pokemon. And I guess it's because it was my first Pokemon that I ever picked, so it's always got that like nostalgic kind of feel to it as well. Right, Smash True up next, playing Whimsicott, Tyranitar, Urshifu, Rotom Heat, Rillaboom, and Duraludon. Okay. What are we going to do here? Because the Sand... Duraludon's a little bit tricky as well. Like Thundurus here is just not really that great. And obviously, I feel like Urshifu is an extremely good pick for us. And I think Venusaur's not bad. It's just the Rotom gives us a few issues. I think what we'll do is we'll go Urshifu, Venu, Torkoal. Actually, no. We'll go Venusaur, P2, Torkoal, or do we? Nah. Let's go Urshifu. The only reason I would change there to P2 is then it gives us like a slower Pokemon to switch out so we can guarantee our Sun compared to, like, if they've got a faster Pokemon than us and they're switching out to Tita, for instance. And if we got Urshifu and we outspeed them, we'll switch out first, so we're not going to get our Sun up, which makes it a little bit more tricky. That's why the P2 might have been a bit of a better lead, but I think the pressure that Urshifu just instantly puts on my opponent kind of makes them have to think about what they're doing. Urshifu, Duraludon coming up for my opponent. Okay, that's not too bad. And Adrian, I picked Mudkip. That is a solid pick as well, you know. Mudkip is a cool very cool Pokemon. And Lobfish, nice. Watching the stream while trying to get all the Gen 8 fossils with the hidden abilities in that one Crown Tundra den. Only Dracofish left. Good luck with that. That den is amazing. I love that they've done that for the Crown Tundra. We were crying out for those hidden abilities. Do we switch in Torkoal here? I'm kind of tempted to go after the Duraludon. Switch in Torkoal. But actually, what might be better is go after the Urshifu. Switch into Torkoal. Get our Sun up. Yeah. Get a special attack boost. Special defense boost, sorry. And it gives us a little bit of a handle. Or it gives us a better handle on Duraludon. I don't think a Max Quake's going to be enough to take down Urshifu, but the next turn it's going to be so pressured it has to switch out, unless they double into us, which could do. Fairblade, hi, P2 has Trick Room on it for your Torkoal combo. Yeah, exactly. And it's also quite nice, like, in just general situations, like if Tailwind set up from my opponent and stuff like that. But generally, yeah, the P2 Torkoal mod is what the Trick Room's there to support. It's just so good. You get those two on the field in good situations, and it does so much damage. The one thing I would say about this team is, because I got the Life Orb on Thundurus, because you need it for certain calcs. But you miss it so badly on the Venusaur. Like, the damage output is... And, like, you need to be timid as well to get the jump on Regieleki in the Sun. And you really, really notice the difference with timid and just the sash there. It's so noticeable. Okay, well, we'll go for the G-Max Venusaur into Urshifu. I mean, what's my opponent going to be able to switch in here? The Rotom Heat could come in. It might be worth now going back into Urshifu. Or do we just go for big damage? Well, we've got 17 seconds left. I mean, we could go into P2. It kind of soaks up a bit more room, and it preserves Torkoal for an end game. Maybe against something like where we can get Torkoal back onto the field. Duraludon going to switch out, so we could have switched in. Okay, and we could have just went for the Eruption. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I mean, Rillaboom is just boosting our grass attack here, so I mean, we don't really mind that too much. Nom, do you think Lycanroc is a good Pokemon? I use it a lot and it's got me pretty far. I like Lycanroc a lot. I think its ability to just outspeed pretty much everything in the format is just amazing. Kai219, thank you so much for the sub, my friend, and thanks for joining the stream. Hope you enjoy it tonight. Yeah, I do like Lycanroc a lot. Bebum is a good man to talk to about Lycanroc. It's one of his favorite Pokemon. But yeah, generally I think it's a very good Pokemon. It's got some nice options as well. It's obviously got Accelerock as well, which is the kind of a priority attack, which you can pair up with some like something like, you know, I always think like Zapdos is a very good Pokemon with weakness policy. So is like Thundurus as well, like Thundurus-I, which not really many people are looking at. You know, if you got bulky on Thundurus, give it a weakness policy, and then you have something like Lycanroc in there to Accelerate it, and then go like get the weakness policy proc, get your ice streams going. And also like Thundurus and T-Top pair so nicely. You've got really good synergy together, so that combination would be super nice. Okay, we're going to see the T-Top come in. I mean, the grassy terrain's up, so the T-Top's in a terrible spot. And I think what we probably want to do is just go for the G-Max Venusaur into the T-Top. We could proc a weakness policy for sure. And just get a Torkoal back onto the field. Like, I'm not too worried about the Rillaboom as long as we've got Venusaur. Rillaboom going to switch out. And Duraludon going to come back in. Are we going to see the T-Tail max? It has to max. It has to max here. This is the only worry I would have. Is the thing is, like, without the Life Orb, I don't know if we get it. I know we're going to take away the sand, so we get rid of that special defense boost. But at the same time, I don't know if without the Life Orb, it's going to be enough. Although we are in grassy terrain, so we've got that boost on top. We'll have to see. But if we do see weakness policy procced here, something's going down. Something definitely going down. So yeah, that's the thing. Let's see. Can we get to 69 viewers? Hopefully. We only need another, what? We need another 7? Come on. Pull them in for that magic number. Yeah, we're not getting it. But I mean, it's very close. If we see a rock fall, which we're likely to, I still feel like, you know, we've got Urshifu in the back. We're not really worried at this point. Oh, it's a darkness into Venu. Okay, yeah. And this just opens the door for Urshifu to come back in. This is alright, because we've got... Yeah, I think we switch Torkoal to P2. We go after the T-Tar. Or do we go after the Duraludon? I mean, probably go after the Duraludon with a close combat. I'm not really too worried about the T-Tar. And I still think we switch out Torkoal to P2. The only issue is when the Rillaboom comes onto the field. Yeah, because we really don't want Urshifu taking Draco Meteor from Duraludon. That's like a big no-no. So it could be worth. I think we have to go close combat. And I think, to be honest, we're probably going to see the T-Tar protect here. Yeah, we'll go for the close combat. I think the T-Tar protects 100%. We could be like super safe. What I'm going to do is, because I don't want to lose Torkoal and then be stuck on the field with Urshifu -1 defense, because a max knuckle will do a heck of a lot of damage +2 on this Tyranitar, and like that's not something we want to really be dealing with. And like having at least preserving P2 in the back, we're relying here on the Tyranitar going max guard, which you would think it would have to do because it's so threatened. So if my opponent doesn't, they got the biggest cojones. No, protect. Okay, I think we lose Urshifu here. We may lose this game. Yeah, they just max knuckle. Okay. Yeah. That is it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Duraludon can't do enough. Yeah, but I don't know the item on it, Nigel. It could be specs or anything. And like the team makeup that my opponent's got with like the Whimsicott and stuff like that, you don't know. And because it didn't max as well, I don't know. But we've definitely just chucked the game away just right now, which is super frustrating. Okay, well, we should have just went after the T-Tar. This dude has no fear. Because if we go for the T-Tar there with the close combat, we probably do lose Urshifu, but then we're still against, like, yeah, that was a better play. You know, I just feared the Duraludon taking down Urshifu, which I should have been probably a little less scared of. Where are you going to go? I think we've got to make a call here. We've got to make a call. I think they max knuckle. Okay. We can still win this. If they double into P2 here. If they double into P2. We can get an Earth Power into T-Tar. Yeah, they've got to go max knuckle, I think. Nah, they're going after the Torkoal. They're going for the smart play. Yeah, okay. Okay. The G-Max Vinelash, though, have we got, what, one more turn of it? It might be enough, you know. It might be enough to take down this T-Tar. The problem is the Superpower +2 is probably going to be enough combined with Rillaboom's Grassy Terrain boosted attack. Unless the Grassy Terrain is ending now, is it? Because how long's the Grassy... No, Grassy Terrain's maybe got one more turn? Or is it just activated again? Okay, if T-Tar wasn't max, it probably goes down at that point. And I don't think P2's got enough in the tank to take a +2 T-Tar move. Nah, I don't think we can do it. You think it's possible to make a competitive team with Rowlet and Warlord Mudkip? I don't know, dude. I don't. It'd be pretty hard. It's possible for sure. It's possible, definitely. It'd be a lot of fun trying it. And there's the knockoff. Okay, get rid of that Eviolite, and there's a superpower coming out. Okay, so good game to my opponent. We just made a bad read, and we got punished for it super bad. So, okay. Adrian, 70 viewers. I know. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much to everyone coming out to the stream tonight. Bad time to come into the stream though if you just come in now, but it'll be all right. We'll turn it around. We'll turn it around in this next one. I was just so banking on, you know, like the T-Tar protecting there, but never mind. We should have just went for it and just hoped that the Duraludon just didn't have enough to take us down. Slipping down that ladder is not good though. Let's try and get it to, let's see what we got. We've got plenty of time left tonight. So let's see if we can get top 500 to kick us off with tonight. That would be a good place. I'd like to be a bit higher, but actually the ladder's so new, we could probably get there in a couple of wins, to be honest, at the moment. So we might be able to do that. Okay, we got Alex up next. Tapu Fini, Landorus, Thundurus, Rotom, Heat, Metagross, and P2. Okay, we need Urshifu in this game, but we need to be very careful around the top 3 Pokemon, the Fini, Landorus, and Thundurus, because they're all going to be a bit of an issue for us to deal with. But P2 deals with all of them pretty well, so I think Urshifu P2 definitely going to be like big important Pokemon for us here. I think Torkoal as well, to be honest. Do I want to lead P2? I don't know. I definitely want to lead. Do I want to lead Urshifu though? That's the problem. I probably don't want to lead Urshifu. Grimmsnarl is not a bad lead, because I think we're definitely going to see something like Landorus, Thundurus come out. The thing is, we could lead our own Thundurus here to kind of punish the Landorus lead, which could be an option, but then again, I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think we'll see. This is what makes me maybe lean a little bit more towards Urshifu, because are we actually going to see the Landorus? Maybe not. And then we can at least pressure the majority of the team. It's just the problem is, like, if we lead Urshifu, the likelihood is we're going to have to switch it out and like reposition, which is not something I really want to do with Urshifu early on. I kind of want to get Urshifu on the field late game and kind of bring it in a kind of more favorable position where we've got speed control advantage. We know what we're dealing with and we can bring it in fresh, not under any sort of pressure. And also, we don't want to have to take damage on another Pokemon as well early on. And I think that's one thing to think about. But Rotom Heat, we definitely need to adjust the team, because Rotom Heat is such a pain for us. It's kind of forcing us to bring Urshifu when it's maybe not the most optimal Pokemon to bring in this build. Okay, well, we get the special attack boost, which is always useful. We've got no way to deal with that Rotom, but we can throw up a light screen to kick us off today. Do we go for the Burning Jealousy though? That is the question. Do we go Burning Jealousy and go for the light screen the next turn? Because I feel like the Thundurus is... actually, no. What we're going to do is go Reflect. And I think we go Big Boy P2 and just get rid of Thundurus. Don't worry about the Burning Jealousy. Let's do that. Could have lead Torkoal. We could have. Okay, Tapu Fini going to come in. We're probably going to see a nasty plot here from this Rotom. Prefer weakness policy on Metagross. Yeah, you know, I love the weakness policy on Metagross. This Salt Vest is very effective though. I've seen some players use it to really good effect. So it kind of depends how you want to use it and what you're using alongside Metagross. Like if you've got Metagross Glastrier in your team, or Metagross, like a common ones like Metagross, Galarian, Moltres, you kind of tend to want to have the weakness policy on maybe Moltres to get a little bit more pressure out of that Pokemon. This is such a waste. But never mind. Okay. We do a little bit of damage. We just need, like, all we need to do really at this point is get damage onto the Rotom. So when Urshifu hits the field, we can actually start doing some decent damage. I think we need to light screen this next turn. At least we've got our screen set up, which is always useful. And I think the Fini maybe switches out here. I mean, what would you come in with for the Fini? Have you got Landorus? Or maybe P2 if you're on. Maybe. I mean, the thing is, if the Tapu Fini stays in now, it goes down. Although it could go for Calm Mind, of course. The problem is we've got no real decent way to damage the Rotom at the minute. So our best and most optimal move is going to be into the Fini. We just gotta hope we don't see the Landorus come in. That's the thing. And Rix12, what are your thoughts on Speed Swap and Guard Swap to boost Pokemon? I really love Speed Swap. I haven't played too much with Guard Swap. You generally see Guard Swap on something like Shuckle, you know, Shuckle Chansey teams like that. So I think it's a good move. It's a good support move if you've got the Pokemon to make use of it. But Speed Swap is a move I really like. It's looked on as a little bit gimmicky, but I think it opens up a lot of doors. With a lot of different Pokemon, and it's an easy move to slap on something like Pheromosa now, you know? And like Pheromosa, like you've got Snorlax that you can really like take advantage of that with. You've also got things like Stack Attacker that you can really like. There's a lot of stuff. Glastria is another one. So if you've got the room for it and you've got that like third or fourth slot kind of free on something like Pheromosa, it makes sense to play it because then you're not relying so heavily on just like Trick Room. To support that Pokemon, so you've got a different mode to kind of go like down, and like what player in the right mind would set up Tailwind against a really heavy Trick Room team, you know? So it kind of plays into your favor a little bit, you know? And that's kind of why I like it. We'll try and get a Spirit Break off into the Rotom if we can. Grimmsnarl's kind of done its job here. Are we going to see a Protect from the Fini? Potentially, maybe. Let's see. Can you do an Indeedee sweep, Kieran? I'd love to. Indeedee's a very cool Pokemon. I like that my opponent's kind of leaving my P2 alone, which is good. So we're going to be able to get rid of this Fini now, which is always useful, because the Fini can be a little bit of a problem for us, especially with Urshifu in the back. It actually survived. No way. It survived. How did it survive? Okay. Okay, well, P2, you're out on the field right now. We could get Torkoal onto the field and try and Trick Room. But Urshifu is probably the best option. But we do lose Urshifu. This is why Torkoal's better, I think, at this point. And Roger Davila, thank you so much for the sub, Roger. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of the games of this tonight. And Ice Bet, anyone missed the Oxys? Heck yeah, dude. Well, he might make an appearance, you know, with these remakes that are rumored. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll get some news soon on the remakes. It's very exciting though. I was kind of talking on the are they going to double into P2 here? I mean, we do have a light screen up, so we're kind of all right. It's just the max flare in the sun worries me quite a bit. And I don't want to be in that position where we Trick Room and then we've got Urshifu to come onto the field and we've got no way to really make the most of it. Okay, let's just go Earth Power into Fini and go recover. I guess that's what we're going to do. For the double up, they're going to double into P2 here. I don't know if we'll be able to take it with the light screen up. We maybe. +1 Moonblast. Can we take it behind a light screen? I think we probably can. Yeah, okay, that works out perfectly for us then. I don't know if we're going to have enough health, though, to take an overheat in the sun the next turn. Possibly. Okay. And this might work out better for us, to be honest, now, because if we get the Trick Room up now, it's going to be awkward to get Urshifu onto the field next to the whatever we've got left to deal with that Rotom. And this is why Rotom's such an issue for this team. Like, I really want to just chuck Tito on the team, but it's like, it really disrupts the balance. And I don't really feel like it's the best Pokemon to deal with. Maybe we need something now to help us deal with it for sure. Okay, I think what we'll do is... Do we just go Eruption? Or do we just go Protect? I think you've got to double the P2 again. I think you have to double the P2 again. I think you need to go Superpower because of the Reflect. And I think you worry about potentially an Overheat picking up the Knockout. Yeah, because that's not going to take us down. I mean, Torkoal might take a Thunderbolt here. Yeah, and now we get the Eruption off. And that's enough damage into the Rotom. We're going to be able to get the Thundurus now because of the -1 special defense. So that's ideal. And now we get Urshifu onto the field. So this works out pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. Psychic Surge Indeedee is insane. I mean, I guess you're referring to the male one. I mean, both Indeedee forms are amazing. I love both Indeedees for different reasons. They're both incredibly good Pokemon, and they're totally different from one another as well. But yeah, Indeedee's great. The only issue here would be an ally switch from the P2. And that's what I do worry about a little bit. I do worry about an ally switch. Are they going to have it? They're going to have it, right? They're going to have ally switch. But if they ally switch, it means we've got another full power Eruption off, which is going to chunk that Rotom down again. I think we just... I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm just going to play this straight up. We're going to play without ally switch. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Fine. Jeff, thank you so much for coming out to the stream, my friend. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the games, and hopefully come by and catch the next one. But have a great rest of your day, whatever you're up to. And gonna watch Black Clover. Nice. Well, enjoy that, dude. Enjoy that. So Karen, how long is the stream gonna go on for? Probably another hour. Like, we'll probably got another hour and a half for the stream tonight. So we got plenty of time to ladder up with this team. But the more Rotom Heats that we come across, the more I'm like, actually, let's just go for another Eruption. There's no need not to here. It makes me want to be like, okay, we need to make some adjustments. We need to make some adjustments. Darren, if they ally switch, we riot. We definitely riot if we see the ally switch. I'm going to say, I'm going to jinx us now. We haven't really seen any ally switch tonight so far, which has been nice. Not that I mind it. Well, I kind of do mind it, but I think it's a lot easier to like read now. I think it's more of one, it's like a move now where if you don't play it on the Pokemon that people expect it on, it kind of plays into your hands almost because people just expect it and will play for the ally switch, and you can kind of bait in like an obvious ally switch turn. Like you can like have like something like T-Tar out in the field, for instance, against like, I don't know, like a fighting type. And then you switch out one of your Pokemon, bring in Dusclops. And then, you know, it's like, okay, well, you can't protect with T-Tar anymore and you can't really get the Trick Room up safely. So the best play for you in this situation is the ally switch. So you don't have ally switch in your Dusclops, but your opponent plays for the ally switch. They close combat into the... You get where I'm going with it. It can play into you. Like, it can play. If you play without ally switch, it will play better for you without it. It will with it. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, we got the pretty girl up next. Playing Galarian Slowking. Slowking, we'll get it right. Indeedee, Torkoal, Venu, Urshifu, and Thundurus. So very similar team to what we're running. Obviously, they got Indeedee support over where we've probably got P2, and then they haven't got Grimmsnarl. So screen support going to be very useful for us here. Okay. The Torkoal Venu's mod is awkward for us, for sure. But we do have Thundurus. Thundurus does really well against this team in general. The redirection isn't that great, but I think it might be a good one for Thundurus. Grimmsnarl. Do I want Urshifu here? Urshifu's definitely a good pick. And probably P2 as well. Yeah, let's go that. Let's go there. Let's go there. And Cameron, I have a cursed team for you, Lee. Cameron, bring it on, dude. It sounds awesome. And Maureen Herman, I just subbed. Thank you so much for the sub. I don't know why the alert hasn't come up, but I really appreciate the sub. Thanks for joining the stream tonight as well. And Bebum, 79 viewers for day one streaming on YouTube is honestly amazing. I know, you guys are awesome. Like, thank you so much for everyone coming out tonight. It's like, literally, I didn't expect to get as many of you out. So I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope it's going well. And yeah, we've got plenty of games left. So we'll see what we can do. Right, here's a little bit tricky because I think we're going to definitely see a Trick Room set up from the Slowking. You've obviously got the Indeedee support as well, the redirection. So we can go... I think light screen. I don't know if I want to keep the Thundurus out on the field, to be honest. I think I might be better if we kind of preserve the Thundurus for later. Maybe get P2 out onto the field. It's just a little bit awkward. The only thing I could do is maybe keep Thundurus out and we just play around the Trick Room. We get rid of the Psychic Train, which is going to help us out a bunch. We'll go for Max Lightning into the Slowking. And we'll go for that light screen as well. I just need to get rid, like the expand and force damage onto Thundurus is not going to be great. So we just need to try and mitigate that as much as we can. And then if we can kind of try and stall out the Trick Room, that might play into us a little bit better. I haven't seen a Slowking. It's weird. Slow, we didn't see really much Galarian Slowbro either. I do like both Galarian variants though. They're very cool Pokemon, but you don't really see them too much in competitive play. Yeah, so there's the follow me. There we go. And Jay, Ally Switch is actually good for the game. You know, I think it definitely needs. I think Ally Switch definitely needs tweaking. I think if you take the priority away from it, or if you just stop the distribution, like the priority, you take the priority of Ally Switch away, then I think it becomes a way less impactful move on the format. But yeah, as a move in general, I don't think it's too bad, but I think it definitely needs addressing. I think there needs to be some changes to it. It's on too many Pokemon that can just spam it freely, and I think that's where a lot of players have issue with it, because it is one of those moves that you can just mash A. So, but everyone's got their own opinion on it, and that's fine, you know. Like, everyone's entitled to have their own opinion on these moves, because, you know, everyone plays the game. So, what are we gonna do? Do we just go for a Spirit Break? I think we just go double Spirit Break, because Lauren's special attack on the Slowking is going to be useful, and then we're probably going to see a Follow Me. If not, and then we'll be able to take down the Indeedee anyway. So either way, it'll be useful. Yeah, Slowking gonna max, so that's fine. Darren, how did you like commentating Players Cup 2? I've really been enjoying it. It's been amazing. So yeah, I can't really talk too much about it. I don't think I can talk too much about it, but it has been amazing, and I hope anyone of you guys that be watching the stream, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really good. It's going to be a really nice show for you guys. So, and there's some very cool matches as well. So yeah, but still lots to go, still lots to happen in that. So yeah, lots to look forward to though. I just hope they do a Players Cup 3, but you know what would be better than a Players Cup 3 would be obviously live events coming back. You know, in the UK today we've got we've had that the Pfizer vaccine approved, so they're going to be starting to distribute that. So we got a vaccine for COVID, 95% success rate of preventing the virus, which is like incredible, like literally incredible. So I mean, you know, there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel now, so maybe live events coming back, that would be a huge plus for us. Okay, let's go for is that going to be the best play? We're going to take a big fat chunk of damage. Do we lose Thundurus? Yeah, I think we lose Thundurus. Like an eruption probably takes down Grimmsnarl as well. Like max guarding at least gives us a turn where we're not. Oh, maybe the light screen's enough, you know. I'm gonna go after the Torkoal, and I'm just gonna go for a. I'm gonna go for a Spirit Break into the Slowking as well. We'll see. That's looking ugly. Max ooze. Yeah, that's super bad. +1 Torkoal. So the Slowking, it's a nice build for my opponent. Like having the slower Slowking to the Torkoal, definitely for that combo. Works pretty nice and just bops us. And Rick's also Cinderace gets ally switch. That's nuts. You know what, right? I always think about ally switch now, right? Back in 2014 when I was at German Nats, okay, was it 2014? It was 2014. German Nationals that year. I played an ally switch Gardevoir, telepathy, ally switch Scarf. No, telepathy, ally switch Gardevoir with Scarf Crocodile. And that was so good in that tournament. And I just missed Top Cut. They split the bracket into 2 flights because there was so many players. And I finished 9th in my bracket. So I like literally bubbled in the tournament. But that team was amazing. I remember playing Matteo Gini, who is like, he's an incredible Italian player. Got to the finals in... Oh, this is horrible. This is actually horrible. There's not really much I can do other than Sucker Punch the Slowking. But is the Psychic Terrain up on the field? You never tell. No, it's the Electric Terrain. Okay, that's good. That's good. But I mean, we lose. We lose P2 here. And how many turns of Trick Room we got left? Too many. We need to reverse it like now. And I still don't think we can come back from this. Like +1. Okay, well, we get rid of the Slowking, which is good. Now we're going to lose Urshifu, take a horrendous amount of damage on P2. And then my opponent's still got 1 Pokemon to come in, which probably just nukes on P2. I don't think +1 we take this at all. Nah. And I mean P2 takes far too much damage there. Yeah, Matteo Gini, I played him in like round 4 and I had such an incredible set against them. And yeah, Matteo was like the finalist in 2011 at Worlds, playing Rare that year. So that was like a really nice match. And I was playing all these really like obscure Pokemon like Chandler and stuff like that in a format where it was like all these megas. And I think I had like Mega Lucario was my mega. Like no one played Mega Lucario. Everyone was playing like Mega Kang and stuff like that. And it was just like the team worked really well. It was really cool. But I didn't really rely on Ally Switch too much. But no one used it back then, you know. But it was cool. And I got bopped by a guy using Sejun's team. Ah man, we're done. There's no way. We can't even take a superpower, I don't think now. And even if we can, I don't think we can get rid of the Torkoal. But we're not taking 2. Nah, good game to my opponent. That's rough. That is rough. Yeah. That Slowking combination with the Torkoal. It's nasty. Okay, well, Pretty Girl has just kicked our booty, so never mind. Yeah, and Jay, thanks to Operation Warp Speed, I know, right? Yeah, I mean, for the COVID vaccine, I mean, it's incredible. It's like, it's nice because I think we've been living through this for like so long now, and it's like, I just kind of want like a little bit of normality back. I want to be able to like just go out and do random things just when I want to go out and do stuff and not have to worry about getting some horrible virus and getting sick and things like that, you know. Probably shouldn't be talking about it on YouTube because it gets flagged, doesn't it? So You know what I'm talking about though. But hopefully we get live events back soon. That's basically all I'm saying in amongst my jabbering. Is it wise to use Blacephalon in this format without supporting anything like a Flash Firemon? I think it can work nicely with like something like Colossal. You can proc the Steam Engine ability with Colossal with it, so that could be an option. And I think you can generally use it without Flash Fire or anything like that anyway. I think it's quite a good supporting Pokemon. It's really good late game. It can do some like really fat damage, so yeah, I think if it fits your team and it fits the strategy that you want to play around it, then yeah, go for it. Don't feel like you need to fit another Pokemon onto the team just to have some sort of like synergy with one of the moves that it's got, you know. Use it as its own Pokemon to do a specific job on your team. That would be my best advice for it. We've got Crab Norris up next. What a username, Crab Norris. I kind of want to steal that handle now. Okay, they're playing Glastrier, Tapu Fini, Grimmsnarl, Kartana, Porygon2, and Rotom Heat. Another Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat everywhere. Okay, we need to. Okay, next stream we're going to adjust this team. We'll probably play a different team, but we're going to go heavy hard on getting rid of Rotom Heat, making that easier for us. Urshifu has a good time here. Obviously, we've got to be very careful around the Tapu Fini and the Grimmsnarl, which are the two kind of things that really give us a lot of issues. But they're both things that like Venusaur can deal with pretty easily. Venusaur might not be a bad Pokemon to bring, in all honesty, because we do have access to Sleep Powder. So we could go for the Sleep Powder into the Rotom. That's always an option, because even if the Misty Terrain's up, then we've got that. And it might be a different way of approaching this game. Okay, let's go Venu, Torkoal. Let's go Urshifu and P2. Can we lock it in? We're not going to lock it in. We're going to go with Thundurus and Grimmsnarl. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Talking way too much about stupid vaccines. Okay. Quinn, could you do another vid stream preview of the online comp next weekend? The Dragon Cup singles tourney. Ooh, I haven't even seen that. There is a tour for that. Okay, let me look at it after the stream, dude. Now I'll try and do something. I like singles. I don't have much time to play singles. It's always something I talk about wanting to get more involved in. I obviously started playing Pokemon, playing singles. So, yeah, it'd be great to be able to cover that and even playing it. You know, this isn't the worst lead for us, in all honesty, because we can start doing some heavy damage to the Rotom. Get a light screen up. They're probably going to reflect anyway, but it's fine. Crab Norris is such a menacing name. It's such a great name. Eduardo, love Pokemon, dude. Hopefully we all love Pokemon. Hopefully we do. But yeah, I mean, are you guys looking forward to the remakes, potential remakes? Now, I do think there is a strong possibility, and I stand by this. I think there could be a strong possibility that we'll get X and Y remakes and not Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be a possibility. How sad would people be if that was the case? How sad would people? I think people would be very sad. I mean, I would be sad. I love Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I think they're incredible games. I had a lot of fun in those games. I kind of came back to Pokemon when they were released, so I have a lot of time for those games, for sure. Let's see. And Devin, my day's going good, dude. I hope yours is as well, man. Thanks so much for asking. But I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're enjoying the stream as well, man. We need to try and mitigate this Rotom. We'll try and get a Spirit Break onto it as well, but we're going to have to just keep continually going for these Max Knuckles. We're going to take some big fat damage here from it, though. I wonder where it's going to go. Probably after the Grimmsnarl, I would imagine. To get rid of that like support network from that side and set the sun up, so it kind of helps us. It helps the Rotom the next turn to go after the Thundurus, because we've obviously got one less Dynamax turn than them, and they probably got Citrus Berry. We're going to have to really rely. Oh, you're doing that thing where you're giving us the Define boosts +2. Now that might come in useful, but we're going to get so much damage off here, and you know, like at the same time, like Grimmsnarl's getting these boosts as well, so Grimmsnarl going to be doing some Fat damage. Oh, that does nothing behind the reflect though, does it? Nowhere near enough. Okay. Well, if we go down here, which we likely will, we've still got, if they go max flare, perfect. We've got Venusaur to bring in. Have we? Have we got Venusaur? Because we timed out. I don't know if we have. Adrian, no, missed 69 viewers. I know, dude. Well, we're 5 off now, so maybe we get the back there. ICXX, hi. How are you doing? What was your favorite Pokemon type? Ooh. Have to say dark. Have to say dark. Dark's probably my favorite type. I think, yeah. I think like looking back through all the different gens, I think dark is definitely my favorite. Right, Urshifu, we need you to come in. Clutch here. We need you to get rid of this Rotom. Have we got a Reflect Up? I don't think we have. We're going to need a Reflect Up to help us against this Grimmsnarl. I have to go Wicked Blow. Because we don't want to be taking a Spirit Break. And Devin, awesome to hear, man. I just woke up, so not much going on for me yet. Nice, dude. Well, I hope your day is going to go good, dude, man. Always enjoy the content. Thank you so much, man. Really nice to hear. And thanks for coming out to the stream as well. Really appreciate it. Okay, well, this is kind of expected. But our +2 Grimmsnarl should do some... Oh, no, we got the Reflect Up. Now we can go for the Rotom. Get rid of that. And then we've got Spirit Break. +2. Spirit Break. It's not going to take down the opposing Grimmsnarl. I'll do some nice damage to it, though, so... Fire Red and Leaf Green are one of the greatest Pokemon games ever. I do agree with you. They are incredible games. I'm going to see Tapu Fini, I think, come in here. It's Glastrier. Huh. That's interesting. The problem is, like, the Rotom's such low health at the minute now that, you know, if it comes back in, it's not really going to be doing too much. Clot PL, thank you so much for the sub. Thanks for joining us tonight as well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Okay, so we do lose Urshifu, but I think we're still not too bad with what we've got left. Because this will do... Yeah, that's enough. Because we'll get the Glastrier the next turn. And we can set the Trick Room at the same time, which is what we want to be doing. And Cameron, if we get Kalos region format with those Worlds teams, first team using... Dude, Worlds team would be definitely the first team I'd use on the channel. For sure, if we get Kalos remakes, 100%. I just feel with, you know, like they're kind of, I know they're not connected, right? I know they're not connected, but I do feel like, you know, they're pushing Megas in Pokemon Go, so Megas are going to be a big thing. Riley Rooster, thank you so much for the follow, for the sub, sorry. I should get that right. We're not on Twitch anymore. Thank you so much for the sub. Thanks for joining us tonight as well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, one of the things is... they're going to be pushing Megas, and obviously the home of Megas is going to be Kalos, so that makes a lot of sense for that reason alone. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it could be X and Y. Some hints. I don't know why, but yeah, I'd be happy with either. I'm going to be happy with any Pokemon game as long as it's not like well, it's going to be a main series game, so I'm going to be like super happy with any game that we get. So I can't really complain too much. Right, we're +1. And we got a Reflect Up, so we're fine against Kartana. We're fine. And we go Spirit Break into Grimmsnarl. 2 Ice Beams will get Kartana. Maybe... Yeah. We just need to be able to get rid of the opposing Grimmsnarl. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is perfect. And now +2 Spirit Break will be able to deal with Rotom. So we're good. We're good. Gallo sucks. I like Galar a lot. I really do. I really like Galar. It's a cool. Like I've really enjoyed Sword and Shield. Like I've said this like so many times before, but it's like I really fell in love with Pokemon again when Sword and Shield came out. Like Sun and Moon, kind of like Ultra Sun and Moon, like nearly killed me off. I just it was a bit brutal, that game. I will say. Because I think it was because it was so similar to Sun and Moon, and it just really just got a bit tiresome at the end, and it was just a bit like, oh, come on, Sword and Shield saved the day. But yeah, I know what you mean though. I know what you mean. But going back to Sinnoh would be incredible. I mean Sinnoh or Kalos, any of them, As long as it's not Kanto. Like, I'm kind of done with Gen 1. I'll always have a special place for Kanto. Kanto will always be the original one. It'll always be the like one of my favorites, the original games. But I'm kind of like, you've kind of done Kanto a little bit too much now. So we don't need to go back to Kanto again. We don't need to go there. We can go back there in like another 20 years. Like, let's revisit in 20 years time. So I'm really hoping we don't get any more Kanto stuff. But let's say it's going to be the 25th anniversary, so who knows? You know what Mr. Pokemon's like. Mr. Pikachu likes Kanto very much. I just hope, you know, one thing I really hope is the Gen 2 starters never get any love at all. Like, and I really hope at some point, we're not going to get Gold, Silver, Crystal remakes, but I just hope the Gen 2 starters get a little bit of love. I mean, they skipped over them this gen. We got Gen 1 starters, and then we got Gen 3 starters. Where was Gen 2? Where's my Typhlosion? You know? Right, we got Gonchu up next. Mudsdale, Spectria, Tapu Fini, Metagross, Zapdos, and Grimmsnarl. Okay. Well, we need... what's going to be better for us here? Could we go Thundurus? Well, we need Urshifu in this game. For the Metagross, really, and the Spectria. I'm kind of tempted to lead it, but again, we fall into that kind of trap where they probably lead something like Zapdos to kind of mitigate what we're doing, where it would be better to lead maybe something like P2 Grimmsnarl. This situation, we can reverse the Trick Room, have Urshifu in the back, and then I do like Thundurus here as well, but we're not going to see Trick Room, and I think Torkoal's actually not bad. Well, against the majority of the team, it's pretty good. It's probably AV Mudsdale, so we'll need to be a little bit careful around that, but P2 can deal with it pretty well. Angel, how are you doing? I hope you're well. If you want the rental code, I can throw it up at the end of this episode, at the end of the stream for you for sure. I haven't actually created a rental code with this team yet, but we can do that to finish the stream on if you'd like to take the team away and try it for yourself. And Devin went from Pokeball to Master Ball following your content. Oh, wait there. The chat's gone too crazy. I can't read this. And trying some of your teams, you helped me to get good grasp of how competitive works. Thank you so much, man. I'm pleased it helped, dude. I really am. And congrats on getting up to Master Ball. That's a really good accomplishment, dude. Just keep pushing, keep going as well, man. As long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing. Dlangle, I'd be really thinking about playing, though. I'm trying to get my own building team. Yeah, dude. You need to, yeah. You're right. I'm over Gen 1 already. 100% Gen 1. I love Gen 1, but we're kind of past it. Okay. Do we just go straight for the Trick Room? Because has my opponent really got anything that really enjoys a Trick Room environment? Like, except the Mudsdale. But then P2. What are we saying? +1 attack. It's not ideal. I think we go Trick Room, and I think, yeah, it makes sense. And we go Light Screen as well. Yeah, there's no reason not to here. Lucas Raw, how you doing? I hope you're well. And Gamer KT, how did you catch the Bulbasaur, by the way? Which Bulbasaur that might, which Bulbasaur you're referring to? If you're talking to me, I don't know if you've got a chat going on here. I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it's tricky at times when I'm trying to concentrate on the games. Oh, my Bulbasaur that I'm playing, the Venusaur. I think I traded it from, I think it was the, I would have traded it. I would have traded it through home and then bred it. I think that's how I got this one. I can have a look at it in a minute. Let me have a look at it now, actually. Let's have a look. It's not here. Okay, we'll look at it in a minute. We'll look at it when we finish this match. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I would have got this one from. I've got like 4 trained up on my, in my cart, so I'm not really sure which one. Okay, this is where Burning Jealousy can come in very useful, because if they go for Max Quake or if they go for Max Steel Spike, anything like that, we don't have Reflect Up, which is not ideal, so we may lose Grimmsnarl in the process of this, but hopefully we don't. And Andre, thank you so much for the sub and for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy the stream with us, my friend. Cam, if they do X and Y remakes, let's assume they add region forms. give me Gen 7 or 8 Mon you want a regional form of and its new typing. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, here we go. This is perfect. I will do that in a minute. So Gen 7 or 8 Pokemon. Oh man, this is rough for my opponent. Okay. Max Hailstorm. Do we just take it down anyway? Because I don't think it's maxed. Oh no, we don't. The Assault Vest. But we'll get the Burning Jealousy burn onto it, which is useful. A Gen 7 or 8 Pokemon that I would bring in to Kalos as a regional Kalos form. And what typing would it have? Oof, that is such a tough question. It's such a tough question. Such a tough question. Andrea, thank you so much for the £2 donate, mate. That is super kind of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Which Pokemon would I bring in? Let's think. Probably bring Dragapult, right? I'd probably bring Dragapult. I'm going to think of my favorite Pokemon just off the top of my head from the new games. I'd probably bring Dragapult. And I would probably make its typing this bad. Fairy Dragon. Yeah, Fairy Dragon. That's what I would go for. Fairy Dragon. And there's a super chat there from Andrea. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andrea. Yeah, that would be what I would go for. I'd go for Dragapult as a Kalos variant, so the Kalos form. Colonian. Is that how we would go with it? Colonian, Dragapult, and it would be Dragon Fairy. That's what we'd go for. There's my answer. And Ellie Ford, thank you so much for the sub. Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy the stream as well. First donation, I know. Very kind, very kind. I just really appreciate all you guys coming out to the stream tonight. It's been really nice so far, so I hope you've been enjoying it. That's the main thing. Okay, what are we going to go for now? I think Spirit Break probably gets the Grimmsnarl. Problem is, at this point, my opponent's kind of doing a really good job of kind of stalling out our Dynamax turns, which is always a good way to play. I'm going to see the Swagger again. This is going to mitigate that burn for sure and put them back to +2. Okay, but with a Reflect Up as well, it's not really going to impact us too much, which is always useful. And we'll get rid of the Mudsdale now, which is nice. I'm pleased the Mudsdale didn't max, because I think maxed it would have been way more difficult to deal with. See how bulky it is as well. And Cameron, that would be hype. So you'd be down for the Dragon Fairy Dragapult. And you could change its color scheme up, obviously, as well, like a pink and like dark blue or something like that. I think it would look really cool, yeah. And obviously the Dreepies would be like little fairy Dreepy. It would be cool. It would be cool variation. I think that's what I would go for, though. Like, just thinking, giving you an answer now without having too much time to think about it, because I will sit here for the longest time thinking about this and just not give you an answer. So that's what I would go with. So much new stuff. I know, it's great. It's great, honestly, all you guys coming out. So it's really, really great. Johnny, I was going to say the same thing. Dragapult makes a lot of sense given the absolute lack of dragon types in Sinnoh. This is very true, yeah. And I think Dragon Fairy would be, wow, yeah, it'd be a very interesting. It'd be a very interesting typing for sure. Yeah, this isn't too great for us right now because, I mean, we got a screen. We don't have light screen up, do we? We need light screen. So we need light screen. I think we need to recover because we need to get a Trick Room back up. It might be useful to go for a Spirit Break, but I think light screen in general is going to be a bit more. I swear, was it just not listed? I swear we set it up, but I'm probably just clicking it again. It's just failed for no reason. We could have Spirit Broke, but it's fine. There's a Calm Mind. Okay. Diagonal. It's 4:33 p.m. right now here. It's like 9, so like I'm 5 hours ahead of you, dude. I'm in United States. Best place. Okay, crit on Grimmsnarl. Was that a Snarl? Okay. We need to see what we've got. We need to see what we've got in the back because I don't know if Trick Room is going to be the best option for us. I worry more about the Spectra than I do about the Tapu Fini, which is probably the wrong thing to worry about because I think the Tapu Fini with its Calm Minds up is probably the bigger threat. And there's our light screen, so we just wasted a turn there, which is not ideal. And let's have a look what we've got in the back. Torkoal, Urshifu. Okay, so the Spectra is definitely not the thing to worry about here. Andrea, thank you so much. Okay, I have to go now. Good night all. Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you again for the donation. Thank you so much, and hopefully you can catch a stream again sometime. We'll be streaming a lot more regularly on here, so hopefully you can catch another one in the future. I think what we need to do right now is Trick Room, get a Spirit Break into Tapu Fini. We need to kind of mitigate those Calm Mind boosts. Hopefully Grimmsnarl can get it off. Hopefully they go for another Calm Mind here. That's what we kind of want while we get the Trick Room up. But if they go Moonblast, that's you know, yeah, okay. So that helps us because we can start chipping away at this Tapu Fini. The Snarls aren't ideal because it's not really helping us out too much at all. Like the support there from the Glastrier is pretty good. Okay, well the Trick Room definitely helps us out a bunch. Okay, the hail stops. Right, let's see. Do we just start doubling into the Fini? I think the problem is I'd like to get Torkoal comes in. We're not really going to be doing too much, and I think we just need to chip away at this Tapu Fini. We're like minus the other thing we could potentially do here is switch into Torkoal with P2, reset these drops, and go for. Actually, no. We want to get Torkoal in fresh so we can take care of the Spectria. And then we swap and sacrifice Urshifu. Yeah, I think that's the better play. Okay. Whoa, we could have swapped into Torkoal. Okay, never mind. But the Spectria is not really the issue here. It's just a little annoying with the Snarl support that it's providing now for my opponent. Lucas, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully catch you on the next one, my friend. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we definitely can't switch out now. I kind of want them to get rid of the Grimmsnarl as well. How many? We've got one turn of light screen left, which is not ideal. They're going to have to max at some point. This is the thing. But we need an opportunity to get Torkoal onto the field so we can switch P2 out. We can get rid of the Spectria with like an Eruption. Not worry too much about the Fini and get P2 back on the field, and hopefully P2 can win out without having to worry so much about these Snarl drops. Okay. Yeah, missed an opportunity, I think, that last turn to get Torkoal out onto the field. Yeah, here's the max. Okay. They're going to... I think they have to go after the Grimmsnarl here because they want to try and get rid of this Spirit Break, because the one thing that's good... Oh, wow. It's Spectria maxing. Huh. Okay. Well, Urshifu just becomes a little bit more important now because the Sucker Punch can definitely help us out a bunch. So we'll get like 0 damage from our P2, and the Spirit Break will do a good chunk. Now it's better actually. I prefer the Fini not maxing because it becomes way easier to deal with, because the Spirit Break is doing so, like a good chunk of damage to it. Okay, there's a Scald. Where are we going after Grimmsnarl? Yep. Okay, Grimmsnarl actually survives. If Grimmsnarl survives here, we can get... Okay, no. I was just going to say we could get another light screen up. I was like, oh, that hang on there would have been good. And Adrian, who thinks Lee should make a dumb gimmick that actually works. We can do that. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw any of my teams earlier in earlier formats. It was a little easier because we had smaller pools of Pokemon that we could use. I still think I'd go for... Yeah. But yeah, we made some really cool teams with... I don't know why I just stopped talking there as well. Sorry about that. But yeah, we made some really cool teams with stuff like Grimmsnarl with the... oh, what was it? What did I play with it? We played like Bullet Punch, Life Orb, Hitmontop. And then we had Pickpocket to get the Weakness Policy boost, and then steal a Life Orb, and then have stuff like that. And it really worked. And it was like a lot of fun at the same time. We need to see a Scald here into Torkoal. That's what we need. And then we've got the Sucker Punch into the Spectra the next turn, which is exactly what we want, right? Because the Spectra is going to be forced to kind of max guard again this next turn. The Message Train gone. Yeah, we'll just Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch going to be enough? I don't think it is, you know. I really don't think it is. I think what we could potentially do is... Yeah, I think we switch back into P2 now. And probably just Earth Power, I think, into Tapu Fini just to get some damage onto it, I think. I'm not going to lie, the shorts videos are great. I'm pleased you're enjoying them, Johnny. Thank you so much for the feedback on them. I was a little bit like, should I put them up? Are they gonna hurt the channel? And I think it probably did annoy a few people with 2 in succession, like 2 different days, both going up. I really feel like I lost a bunch of subs, and I was like, okay, people are annoyed by these shorts going up. It's not the usual content that they're kind of expecting, which is fine, which is like, you know, you expect that. So I think for that reason, I'll probably drop them. I'll still do them because I think it's fun, especially playing around with like kind of gimmicky teams, like I like to call them. But I think we'll protect here. I'll go for another Trick Room, I think. Yeah, so I'll probably do them, but like not as frequently, like not daily. But I will definitely use them. I like the shorts. I like the shorts option in YouTube, so I'll be playing around with that a lot. I've got some like fun ideas to do with it. So I'm really gonna get this wrong, dude. I'm so sorry. Weo Chung Lo, I'm gonna say it just like that. I'm really sorry if I got that so wrong, but thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy this stream with us this evening, my friend. But I'm really sorry for butchering that username, dude, because I know I probably have. Okay, well, they're gonna double up, and even if we don't get the Trick Room here, this is kind of all right because we get Urshifu in. Okay, that's still all right because we get the recover now, and we can just go for... Yeah, we have to recover, we have to recover, we have to recover, and we have to go for... I mean, a Burning Jealousy might not be so bad. Ryu She Huang. I'm getting guys, I feel like I'm getting set up here, but thank you so much. I'm sorry for butchering these usernames, but I really appreciate the sub. That is all I'm going to say. Thank you so much, friends. We just get some damage onto these Pokemon. I think Burning Jealousy. I kind of want to go for the... Yeah, we'll just go for that. I need to get the recover off, though. Okay, Tapu Fini gonna protect. We're gonna see some Snarls come out, which is kind of fine. Because we just want to get P2 into a position where we can... Or maybe see a Shadow Ball come out. From the Spectra, potentially. But I think it goes for... Snarl. They're just trying to weaken the P2 at this point. But the Fini at this point, we need to just try and reverse the Trick Room. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. I wonder if the Fini will go down to Sucker Punch. Maybe goes down to Sucker Punch and a Thunderbolt. Maybe. Banded Sucker Punch, Thunderbolt. Well, we only -1 with P2 at the minute. Yeah, -1. I think that will actually do it, you know. Thunderbolt and Sucker Punch. And then that will seal up the game. That should do it. And Johnny, yeah, I think the shorts are better as a double upload in between regular episodes. Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with you, Johnny. I think like ones consecutively are just not the way to go. And people are just going to be like, I didn't sign up for the shorts channel. This wasn't the idea. So yeah, it makes a lot more sense to do that. So I will just, when I'm playing around, because I always try and come up with like really gimmicky teams, getting back to Adrian's question earlier about making some gimmicky teams at work, I always try different things and look for, you know, Weedle Twin Needle is like his content and his ideas are incredible. I love his videos. I think this stuff, the teams and ideas that he comes up with are so innovative, and I really look to those and I think, yeah, what can I make that's like that? So I always play around with like really stupid janky things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So sometimes when they do work and I think I probably can't bring this to the channel because it probably wouldn't do great on the ladder, and it's not really competitively viable. But then for a short, it would be a fun 60-second like clip, wouldn't it? For sure. Will-O-Wisp. Okay, well, they're just going to stall out our sucker punches until we can struggle. And dude, I love Twin Needles a lot too. Yeah, he's very, like, his videos are very cool. I do really enjoy them. We'll go for the sucker. I mean, they're not gonna... I don't really want to lose this at this point because we dragged this on for so long. Yeah, we need to recover at this point. Make sure we recover. The thing is, they can't snarl at this point either. We're kind of mitigating the snarl abuse, which is good. Helps P2. We can get another Trick Room up, and then we can just double Ice Beam it to get rid of it. And there's the Will-O-Wisp. So yeah. And Rico, wouldn't you use Regieleki for a better sweeper over Thundurus? It's definitely an option in the team, Rico. I just like the combination of Urshifu, Thundurus as a lead, and I also like the one problem I think I tend to find with Thundurus is, especially if you're playing like the Life Orb set, is it's not like you can put a bit of bulk into it, but it's not really taking attacks like something like a Zapdos could. So it's a little bit more prone to going down to big attacks, which is not ideal. But then when you pair it with something like Grimmsnarl, it's incredibly good. Like I really always liked the combination of Grimmsnarl Bravery, just for the fact that with Bravery with screens up was just insanely strong. And then I just kind of feel like, you know, no, we can't do it. We can't do it. Here we go. Last 50. I've never got, like, the first time in timer in Series 7. Here we go. Oh, we get the sucker punch. There we go. My opponent's going to give it to us. Very good game to my opponent, and we do manage to just clutch that one out. So that's really cool. Oh, locking faster. Yeah, this is very true, Nigel. I should probably take a little more care there. Should do, definitely. Just keep prodding me like that, Nigel. I always appreciate that. Yeah, but I think Regieleki would be a very reasonable replacement for Thundurus in this build. The other thing that it does give you as well is it does give you a ground immunity, which is also really nice, which I think the team probably enjoys having. Okay, well, we're in that top 500. Hopefully we can lock this one up. So let's see if we can push on a little bit higher tonight, get it into a good place for our next stream where we can see how far we can push, get that #1 spot. That's what we want. There we go. There's that Pokemon we were just talking about a minute ago, Blacephalon, Colossal, Dragapult. This already looks a disgusting team to play. I really don't want to play this right now. I really don't. This looks horrible. Indeedee, Rillaboom, and Cinderace. It's a nice build, you got to admit, but it doesn't look very pleasant to play at all, especially when you haven't got redirection to kind of help. Okay, this is awful. Angel, I will definitely give the rental team at the end of the stream before I finish up. So don't worry about that, man. Right, what are we going to do here? Because the Colossal is definitely the Pokemon that we need to be worrying about. You've got the Dragapult Surf option to proc the Weakness Policy, proc the Steam Engine, and you've also got the Blacephalon as well that can do that. But I think my opponent's kind of a little bit forced to maybe not go with either of those leads unless they do have like sashed Dragapult, because the Urshifu causes so many issues, and I think we have to lead with Urshifu, which may play into my opponent's advantage here. I think we probably have to go P2 with it to set our Trick Room, bring Torkoal, and I think we need screen support as well. So we'll go with these. We'll go with these 4 in this one, as we're running out of time and we need to make some quick decisions, but hopefully we can win this one. It can push us all the way to the dizzy heights of probably 200 with how we're going up the ranking at the minute, but we'll see. Make a second channel, another Pokemon account, so you don't drop a lot. We could. I've got actually my Sheild copy we could play on, so we could play on that as well. So that could be an option. And Rico, Might give what you said a try, as it does make more sense. Yeah, definitely give it a try, dude. It's always worth trying new things. I think that's like one of the things I would definitely always suggest. So I hope it works out. But then you always got your original idea to fall back on as well with the Regieleki, which would always work as well, you know. So there is that option as well. Really, what we need to do here is get our I mean, is Blacephalon sashed? Probably not. It's probably scarfed. I mean, the thing is, what we're probably going to end up doing here is sacrificing Urshifu for our Trick Room. Because if they fake out P2, then their Blacephalon goes down. If they fake out Urshifu, we get our Trick Room up. Shiny Blacephalon is... I don't know if I can make my mind up on it. It's kind of a weird look. It's a weird shiny because it's like neon. It's like really neon blue, isn't it? It's nuts. We're just going to see Heat Wave. Okay, Urshifu avoiding. That's pretty unfortunate for my opponent, but very fortunate for us. Now we do have access to Sucker Punch still, but I think we probably forced the Blacephalon out. So maybe we want to keep Urshifu for the late game, because I really feel like Urshifu is going to be way more useful as a late game Pokemon now, and I don't think the Blacephalon sticks around on the field. So I really need to see what P2 is. Plus, I wish we were +2. That would be a lot easier. Okay. Could we just get Grimmsnarl onto the field? It's probably better to get Torkoal in now that we've got a Trick Room up. And I do want to max with P2, but I don't know if it's really the right thing to do right now. Yeah, let's just Ice Beam. Let's just Ice Beam the Rillaboom. I totally expect the Blacephalon to switch out. I think it may not, though. If it doesn't, we're in a bit of trouble, because we're going to take a fat Heat Wave. I don't think it is, you know. No, we would switch out first anyway. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, they do. Almost full Gen 8 team plus Blacephalon. Yeah, that's so true, actually, you know. Yeah. Okay, there's a Grassy Glide. Yeah, we might need to max Torkoal here. Go max Quake into the... we're going to proc a weakness policy doing that, though. I don't really like the idea of it. Let's see. And I would like to... okay. I think we have to max Torkoal. I think we have to proc a weakness policy, and I think... I just don't want to lose Torkoal. This is a problem. But is Colossal going to take a max Quake from us? Potentially, probably. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. And let's go for a Thunderbolt as well into it. Yeah. Let's go for it. It's a colourful disco ball. It is very cool. I love Blacephalon's design when it first popped out. I thought it was a very cool... Like, when we first got unveiled as one of the new Ultra Beasts, I was like, it's such a cool looking Pokemon. But it never really lived up to, like, what I kind of... I think it needed to be a bit faster for competitive play. I really like it as a Pokemon, but if it just was a little bit faster when I got introduced, I think it could have been an incredibly good Pokemon. Calls faster than... Yeah, but we got the Trick Room up, so we should go before it, which is the problem, really. You know, if we didn't have the Trick Room up, it would have been better in this situation, because then they attack before we hit it with the... Like, really, in this situation, we want to be setting the Trick Room up this turn. But unfortunately, that's not what has happened. So we'll get the Grassy Glide and the Rillaboom. Unless they're going after the P2. Unless this picks up the knockout. I don't really expect it to, but we're going to do good damage to it. And obviously the special defense boost is useful here, because even if we see a weakness policy boost, it is going to be... If you don't take down the Torkoal this turn, you're in a lot of trouble in the next turn. Oh, so close. So close. And then the residual damage starts. Here we go. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Okay. Was it worth maxing Torkoal for that? I don't know if it was. Couldn't full tanking Colossal with a T-Tar. Worked pretty well. Yeah, I mean, T-Tar. I think T-Tar fits on this team for a lot of reasons really well. For like the Rotom Heat matchup in general. It's pretty good. But missing the KO like that is not ideal. But it's not the worst either, because I think a Thunderbolt will take the Colossal down now. And we know that we outspeed it with that P2 in Trick Room. And we've got Sucker Punch that we can pressure the Rillaboom with. We'll take a Grassy Glide. Yeah, we'll take a Grassy Glide. Thunderbolt will take the Colossal down. And a Wicked Blow is going to be enough to take down this Rillaboom. Yeah. So we're fine. I think we're fine. Winston, how are you doing? Glad I could catch a stream. I'm really glad that you jumped on, dude. I hope you enjoyed this match and the rest of it. Oh no, we've lost it. We've lost this. Okay, really underestimating the ability of Rillaboom in grassy terrain. I thought P2 would take that. That's where we should have probably brought in. We should have definitely just brought in. That's frustrating. We should have just brought in Grimmsnarl and Reflected there. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we could have suckered there, but then we're locked into Sucker Punch, and it's easy for my opponent to play around. And I think if Blacephalon comes back onto the field, then at least, you know. Okay, Cinderace. Yeah, they've got the faster Pokemon, so like, you know, Sucker Punch here would be ideal for the Colossal though. And there's no way Colossal outspeeds a Grimmsnarl. There's no way it does. So we can't, I don't think we can do this now. We can light screen. But do we go after the Colossal? I think we probably do. Nah, we'll go after the Cinderace because we're going to take a high jump kick otherwise. And I think this match is pretty much over anyway. I feel like we've probably thrown this one. Yeah. Okay, well maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. They didn't target the Urshifu, which definitely helps us. But we need the Blacephalon to come in now. And we need our Trick Room still to be up. You've been a legend with the daily upload. Thank you so much, man. I'm pleased you've been enjoying them. Yeah, Burning Jealousy would have been definitely an option there, Nigel. But I don't think we would have taken that Max Volcalith if we hadn't went for the light screen there. Was it the Reflect? One of the two. But yeah, you're definitely right. We need the Steam Engine boosted in the Trick Room. That's the play. And then we get rid of, like now would be the ideal situation. If Grimmsnarl was slower, definitely the play. Let's see. Okay, Colossal no more maxed. So we're going to see double Heat Wave, I think. Harsh Sunlight. We've got Light Screen up. Is this the last turn of our Trick Room? No. We've got no Trick Room left now, so we've just got Blacephalon to deal with. So, this is where the problem lies, because the Blacephalon just goes for its big old fat attack and then boosts the Steam Engine, and then that just wipes us out. I don't think there's any way to actually win this one, unless the Blacephalon takes down the Colossal, of course. So we'll have to just hope that that's what happens. I'll have to. This takes down Colossal, which I'm hoping it does. It might do. It literally takes down everything. Oh man. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. Yeah, the Sucker Punch would have been the thing to lock into, but then I think we would have struggled against the Cinderace, because then but you could switch around then just to stall out our sucker punches and make it very difficult for us, like where we need the wicked blow. Okay, well, nice team. I thought it was going to be a bit of a struggle, but the Colossal was definitely a big old issue for us to deal with in that one. But never mind, it was a lot of fun nonetheless, my friends. So, friends, it has been an amazing stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I have had a great time with you all, but I am going to have to shoot off, unfortunately. But thank you so much for giving me such a great reception to come on to the stream tonight. Like my first time streaming on YouTube. From Twitch. Like I say, I was super nervous about jumping over tonight, just because I haven't streamed on YouTube before, so I didn't really know how it was going to go down. But it's been incredible. You guys have like literally blown me away, so thank you so much. And we'll definitely be back. I'm going to try and figure out a schedule to do here on YouTube. So as soon as I can figure something out time wise, then I will let you guys know. What team do I take down though? It probably should take the oldest one down. I mean, they're all. I really like all of these teams. I'm really begrudged to take down the Regirock team because it's like my favorite. I think we'll take down the Articuno, and if anyone wants this backup, then I will throw it up on my other cart. I've actually got another team that I need to throw up on my other cart as well for someone that asked for. I think the Mamoswine team. So I will do that and this one at the same time, and then I can throw this team up. Make it public for tonight. So if any of you want to try this team out, I think there's elements in this team which are really nice and work really well together. I don't think it's the polished article at all, but I think it will really help inspire some ideas, and just have a play around with it and have a lot of fun with it. So the poker paste is in the chat, and here is the rental. If I can shimmy out the way, and you can get the rental. There we go, my friends. +3 beast boost. Yeah, we don't want to see that. And thank you so much, guys, for coming out to the stream. Yeah, you might have battled Marcus. Was that Marcus we battled earlier? Was it? No way. It couldn't have been Marcus. Marcus, was it? My good friend Marcus. If it was, that would have been. I don't know. Has he messaged? I don't think he would have messaged. Maybe. Nah, I've got no notification. Marcus. If it was you, I'm very upset. I need to talk to Marcus actually. He got me onto Mario Galaxy and told me how good it was like years ago, and now I've played it and I do agree. So I've like got this dying urge to talk to him about it because he was like the first person to talk to me about it. So anyway, that's another conversation for another time, friends. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I really appreciate everyone coming out and all the support we've had tonight. Like I say, I'm going to figure out a schedule for us to do like a proper like weekly schedule with YouTube streams, and we'll do these a lot more often. And I'll just say thank you again. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you all again very soon. We'll have more uploads on the channel, so keep an eye out for those as well. We've got teams coming out of your ears this week, so hopefully you enjoy all of them. Have a great rest of your day, friends, and I'll see you